Welcome back. So today what I want to talk about really quick is the terminologies that people are going to use. You're going to come across these terminologies in all that you do in cryptocurrency or blockchain, information, articles, YouTube videos, tutorials, interfaces, programs, software, anywhere you're dealing with blockchain technology or crypto. These are some of the main terms that you're going to hear a lot of. I get this glossary from CoinMarketCap. I leave a link in the description below for this. And these are some of the most common terms that are just generally speaking what you're going to have to know just to be able to navigate the waters and understand. Because these people will always talk in terms of you have arrived on scene and you already understand these things. So here's just the top ones. First of all, what is a cryptocurrency? Definitely read up on this one. It says right here, cryptocurrencies are digital currencies that use cryptographic technologies to secure their operation. Definitely one of the first ones to understand. The other one, currency, is a medium of exchange that defines a value. Currency in today's form is US dollar, is the medium of exchange that we use to transact. Where does that come into play with blockchain? Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin. These are mediums of exchange. I have this, you have that, I'll give you this, you give me that. That's where the change is coming. And there's different types of cryptocurrencies. Some are platform-based governance tokens. Some are actually cash, if you will, in the cryptocurrency, and that we'll be getting into later, but definitely start with just the base understanding of how this is all working together. Cryptography, the field of study and practice to secure information, preventing third parties from reading information to which they are not privy. So cryptography is basically encryption of, or cryptography is the method and the science behind taking information and changing it, delivering it, and then unchanging it, if you will, so the receiver only can understand what the message was. Definitely something to understand. Block. A file containing information on transactions completed during a given time period. Blocks are the constituent parts of a blockchain. So you have a block, and then the next block is built. The block that's built next. So this microphone, my God. The block is built after this. So block number one is right here. It's full of information. Block number two is right here. It's full of information. Block number two will carry all of block number one's information and block number two's new information. Block number three will carry all of block number two's information and block number three's new information. So it's like a hopscotch. The current block always carries the previous block's information on it with it. And that's blockchain, connected together through nodes and networks and platforms. Blockchain, a distributed ledger system, a sequence of blocks or units of digital information stored consecutively in a public database, the basis for cryptocurrencies. Again, there it is, the block number one, block number two, two has one and two, block number three has two and three, block number four has three and four. So there's always, each block has its information and the previous one's historical information, and that is kind of the safe, the proofing of is a block legitimate or not. There's way more depth to it than that, but I'm just covering it very topical. This is where you want to do your reading and understanding of the technology behind what you're getting into if you're an investor, a developer, an interest. Altcoins. As Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that captured the world's imagination, all other coins were subsequently termed altcoins, as in alternative coins. So Satoshi Nakamoto, we'll get to him in a second, created Bitcoin. Every coin that was built thereafter was considered an alternative to Bitcoin. One of the biggest and the first big altcoins was Ethereum, obviously, and it is number 2 on the market cap right now, and pretty much has been there the whole time. So that's kind of there. Bitcoin is the king of the first cryptocurrency to be created. It's got, first to market advantages and whatnot. Every coin thereafter is considered an altcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto, the individual or group of individuals that created Bitcoin. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto has never been confirmed. The reason why Satoshi Nakamoto, who created Bitcoin, wrote the algorithm, launched it on a public net to the internet, if you will, The reason why he kept anonymous is because he, in papers, if you go back and you research him, he clearly states that he was afraid, I believe it was Liberty Coin or Liberty Token or Liberty Dollar. Do your own research on that one. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was Liberty. He was whoever created that coin or that currency was, I believe, incarcerated for it. They cracked down on this person or people very, very harsh. Satoshi Nakamoto speaks very clearly about the fact that he didn't want to be incarcerated and he didn't want to be stopped. So he developed the pure Bitcoin and then kept anonymous and didn't want to be known. And to this day, nobody really knows who he or she or they were. And there's a lot of speculation that this person or individual is, if it's an individual, he's not here anymore. Market capitalization. You're going to hear market cap. Get used to that term, market cap. Total capitalization of the cryptocurrency's price. It is one of the ways to rank the relative size of a cryptocurrency. See circulating supply. So a market cap. So if I have, the new Luxitam coin just came out and we're going to offer the Luxitam coin to all of the world and we're going to launch it on Coinbase and Coinbase picks us up and $100 million is spent buying the Luxitam coin. That $100 million is the total market capitalization of that token. How many dollars have been spent to purchase the coin? Currently, people are holding it. The money is out there. That's the market cap. Huge, huge indicator when you're looking at the numbers, and that can be gone over in a separate video. But price of coin is, if you're looking as an investor, price of coin is really not relevant. What's really relevant is how many coins are in existence, how many to be minted total, how many coins are currently in supply out there in the world, and what's the current market cap. So when you get those three numbers, you can kind of tell, scarcity. 18 million Bitcoin have been minted thus far. I believe 3 million are lost forever. So let's say there's 15 million in circulation. There's only going to be 21 million ever minted by the year 2142. So we got another 120 years before the last Bitcoin. That's because of how they're going to slow down the algorithm over time during halvings. Another thing we'll have to look into. But as Bitcoin slows its mining process down, it takes a lot longer to mint each Bitcoin, which creates its own scarcity, if you will. And so with only every coin that's ever been minted of Bitcoin, they're all minted in circulation at some level. Either the miners have them and they're sitting on them, or they've been pumped into circulation and people bought them. So the scarcity is so huge, and there's only 18 million available, and there's only going to be 21 million available. Hence, the price of Bitcoin is 60,000, 54,000, whatever it is today. Whereas if you have 1 trillion tokens that are going to be minted, and they're minting them all the time, and let's say there's half a trillion out there in circulation, and the price is only 0.0004 cents. That's because only $100 million has come in to a coin that has a huge supply. And so market cap is one of the most important pieces of information you're going to need to know. In terms of investing, distributed ledger. Distributed ledgers are ledgers in which data is stored across a network of decentralized nodes. A distributed ledger does not necessarily involve a cryptocurrency and may be permissioned and private. So a distributed ledger, how do I really explain this the easiest way for even me to understand? Distributed ledgers are basically, that's the decentralized nature of, there's no one-stop shop hub of all the information or the data for any particular platform or token. So it's not, let me be very crude. It's not one hard drive that holds all the information at Amazon Web Services. It's a distributed ledger, and each computer or each miner or each node is a part of a chain of nodes that connect. And that's the distributed ledger. And I'm not sure if I'm even explaining that correctly. And certainly this part is getting a little bit outside of my reach of where I like to start telling people what it is. But it is definitely the backbone behind the whole blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, if you will, system at play. So definitely look into that. If you're an investor or you want to be an investor, definitely understand what constitutes a cryptocurrency versus in terms of it being its use case, whether it's a stable coin, it's a currency, it's a governance token. And then you have to look at other things like, is this coin, purposed to go up in value or more to maintain a platform? Like, let's just take, a stable coin like USDC or USDT, Tether. Those tokens are always going to try to keep themselves at $1 to match USD. So it's a stable coin that you can park your value of profits into without leaving the crypto space. You can stay in the market without going to fiat by holding it in a coin, cashing out your Ethereum, let's say, or your Bitcoin into USDT or USDC, which are stable coins. They don't leave the blockchain. They stay in your wallet. But you know exactly what their value is because it's always pinned to the dollar. It always fluctuates to stay at $1. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down high or low. It just kind of balances right there at $1. The other thing you might want to start looking into is, if you're investing in tokens, what are you looking for the token to do for you? Are you looking to make money off of it, like a flip or a turn? Or are you looking to invest in a technology that you know is going to be really good soon or later, so you want to hold on to it? In that term, you may want to buy enough to be able to stake it so you can earn interest off of it. There's a lot of different methodologies in how you play with these things, but the starting place for sure is to get this information into your head so that you can understand what is it they're saying when they're talking about, the market cap for this cryptocurrency is blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what do they mean by market cap? What does all this mean? So the best place to go for my money is if you start at CoinMarketCap, and I'll start here with a fresh page right here. Let's just go home. We're going to go to CoinMarketCap, and then we're going to go to Learn, and we're going to go to Alexandria. You just click this right here. Now you're in there. This is the greatest place to start that I have found. So you go to that. I'll leave a link to this right here, and you got Crypto Basics, Tech Deep Dive, How To Guides blog. So this and this right here, this is where you get the glossary. Boom. So definitely the place to start, once again, is right here at CoinMarketCap. You just start right here, and then you go to Learn, and then you go to Alexandria. You just click right there. At that point right there, you're definitely you're in a good place right there, because they're going to get you to the basics of being able to hold a conversation in blockchain or cryptocurrency. The only other thing I would say is go over to CoinGecko.com, which is another good website. Let me show you that one really quick here. So let's go to CoinGecko.com. So we're going to go to CoinGecko. We're going to go up here. Let's go to crypto. Let's go to prices. Let's go to CoinGecko. Another good place to start right here. This is definitely a good place to start. Any single coin, especially when it comes to coins. Let's say you click on Bitcoin. Click on a coin. All this information, now of course CoinMarketCap has this also, but all this information right here links to all of their information specifically. As you scroll down, you're going to get some information down here. Not always, but mostly, especially on the big ones. A lot of information about this coin. A lot of information, a lot of links, a lot of data for you to see what's going on. The best place to start is with CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. I will leave links to both of those places in the description below. Those are the best two places I have found so far where I get the basic understandings of what am I getting myself into from an investment standpoint, from a development standpoint, just from a general knowledge standpoint, because the one thing people don't understand is, I believe the statistic is somewhere, don't quote me on this, but it's somewhere like less than 1% of the Earth's population is dealing with cryptocurrency or blockchain in any manner, whether it's development, investment, or use case. I'm very involved in different levels of it, and I'm probably a kindergartner to the big boys. I'm a baby in this space. I don't profess to be a master at any of this stuff, and I certainly am not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm always just trying to say, look, this is the journey that I started 3-4 years ago. And this is where I found a lot of roadblocks. Let me help you not, if you come across this channel, you come across these videos, what I'm hoping is, and the sole reason why I do this is because I want people to see not a shortcut in terms of cheap, but avoid these roadblocks and get directly to the information as fast as you can, because in 2017 was different than 2021. 2017, you had 4 years to get to 2021. In 2021, if you're waiting till 2025 to get boned up on this, you're too late. So here's direct contact to the biggest, best, most reputable, safest, and secure sources of information that are going to help you out to get your journey started on a good foot from an investment standpoint, a development standpoint, an interest standpoint, an asset collection standpoint, an interaction use case scenarios, because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and altcoins and blockchain is definitely the new way, if you will. This is the .com era on steroids, and it's going to stick. So I hope this helps you out. I will cover the last of the half a sheet that I have of other terminologies that'll be useful. So bookmark this particular video so that you can come back and see basically where to go get this information yourself. Check the links in the description below. They'll be to CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, so you can get direct to these sites. The second thing is that if you want to keep up with anything I'm going to be coming out with, you can check it out on Twitter. You can check it out on Facebook, Instagram, obviously here on YouTube. So in YouTube and Twitter is where I generally try to keep connected, but I put links up on the other two sites just for prosperity's sake. I hope you had a good time watching this video. I hope this helped you a little bit, and I look forward to doing more of these videos about information and leading people to, hey, this is where the goods are at. So have a good day and see you in the next one.